What's up, everybody? Yeah, I see, Hezzy. You're a little early, which is good. What's up, Jason?
How's it going?
What's going on, man? What's up, everybody? Listen, everyone start sharing this around, man. Let's get more people in here. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Start sharing the live around. We'll send a message in a little bit, but let's share this. Let's share this around, everybody. So let's get like 1,000 people in here, and then we can start talking.
That
But
would
let's
be
do it, guys.
sweet.
Yeah, share this around. Jason, I don't know if you have a way to put it in your story. I don't know if there's a way to, because now you're on here, right?
Right. I'm looking. It doesn't look like I can.
Yeah. Nah, just everyone keep sharing it around. We're going to get a lot of people in here. We're going to go through some really cool stuff. I think you guys will be really excited. Really excited. For You Caps is in the building. Gate Crasher. We got a lot of people in here. Sound off in the comments. We're going to get started here really soon. Trust me, this is going to be big, man. I know some of you think you know everything. You don't know everything yet. You don't know everything yet. So, and I'm telling you, man, this is going to be game changing. And no, I'm not going to be burning any fires. No hats, no bonfires.
I took his matches away from him tonight.
Yeah, that's it. And it wasn't even a match. My dad used a blowtorch. If you didn't know at the beginning of the video, that's my dad using a blowtorch to get the fire started.
He's hardcore.
Yeah, I was scared, man. I don't want to burn myself with that shit. That shit's crazy. But let's see. Let's get this shared around, everybody. Share it around. Let's get more people in here. We're going to get started really soon. I know there's other lives going on. We'll see if we can get some folks to jump off of those and come out here. But there's going to be some earth-shattering news, and I'm going to go through some really cool shit with you guys. Yeah, so coming to America, I think you guys are starting to get that. We got Crown Legends in the house. We got a lot of our vendor friends in the house. Gwen's in here. Thank you, Gwen. So Fresh, another vendor's in here. Wow.
Stuff so fresh.
Yeah, look at this. We got Breeze in here. We got a lot of people in here. So listen, I'm also gonna save this. We're gonna put this up on the YouTube afterwards. So if any of you are trying to skip some work here to do this and you're gonna get in trouble, don't bother. We'll have this up on the YouTube. I'll keep it up on my Instagram wall. But we wanted to talk through a little bit about some of the rumors you've been hearing. And the rumors are true. We've got TopperZStore is coming to the United States. So Topperz USA is a real thing that's going to be coming really soon. And for all of you, just so you're aware, over the past couple of months, Jason and I have been working feverishly to get this done. So, it's taken a lot of work, but we're fully approved. We've got a store location. We're signing the lease this week. We had to finalize some stuff. It's in the South Bronx. We're not going to share where yet, but it's in the South Bronx. And I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be amazing. So, first thing I want to talk about, and Jason, I'll give you a chance to kind of chime in here when we get to the Views from the Vault and Hat Crawler portion of this. But, first and foremost, Jason is like an IT wizard. I'm someone who has an extensive retail background. So what I'm working on right now is crafting probably what's going to be the most impressive customer experience you're ever going to find in the hat world. When I say this, I mean, you're going to come in, you're going to be served by people that know hats, that care about hats, that care about you. And it's not going to be your normal experience. When you walk in, it's going to be like a sneaker store. So what I mean by that is you're going to get fitted. You're going to sit there. We're going to go get the hat for you. They're not going to be out on the floor like that. They're just going to be on display. And then you're going to go out back and we're going to have someone servicing you like you would in a sneaker store. Now, it's not just going to be drop days. It's going to be all the time. This place is going to be loaded. And, Pat's already set a really good precedent in terms of how we handle things from an online perspective. So that's not going to change. You will not be able to order from TopperZStore in Austria and ship it here. That's not what this is. This is a whole new Topperz that's going to be in the United States.
Brand new store,
brick and mortar. And then, accompanied by side with an online site, which is going to be fantastic. And I got to tell you guys, you're going to see a different sort of feel in this place. Now, the hats that we've already produced that are on the way are going to be incredible. You guys are going to love them. And this is just going to be constant flow of just great hats. And You know, listen, the good thing about Jason, myself, and Pat is we all love hats. We're not in this. This isn't a turnstile business for us. This isn't something where we're just going to throw some shit on a wall and hope it sells.
Right.
There's going to be no misses, man. When we're putting shit out, there's going to be no misses because it's going through my eyes, Jason's eyes, and Pat's eyes, and nothing's getting through unless it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's not going to be putting shit out there just to put it out there. We're not going to make 100 different hats in a colorway and just like throw it out there. This is much different than, you know, what we're going to do here. You know, and I think I
would use the word curated.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
we're not.
A good word.
Yeah, we're. This store is going to be a museum of hats, and so we're not just going to put every color up on the wall and see what sticks. We're really going to be targeting the area we're in, and making some great hats for the Bronx.
The Bronx
specifically,
and everybody else, right?
So Bronx and everybody else.
Yeah. So I want to share a little bit, if I could, Jason, about what we did. So we're renting out 2 storefronts.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to kind of explain this concept for everybody, right? So there's going to be 2 storefronts. So you have one to the left, one to the right. The one to the left is going to be the museum sort of focused drop section of our store, which is on Sundays when we have drops. People come in there and it's going to be like a museum. There's going to be pillars with hats that just on display the newest drops, and we're just going to be pumping out some really great hats. Now, the other side is going to be our core section. So that side of the store is going to be for all the stuff that we're going to carry 24/7 every day. Now, we're servicing the Bronx, which is tough for me because I'm a Red Sox fan, but I understand the importance of Yankees hats in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have, it's not going to be just fitteds too. If you're someone that's into snapbacks, you're into dad hats, you're into golfers, whatever, we're going to have it there. But this is going to be absolutely fucking crazy. And if you're not feeling the energy already, you're going to feel it when the store opens, because this place is going to be insane. And this is not bullshit. Now, you're probably saying, well, what about us online? What about the folks that aren't going to be over in the Bronx? Well, we got something for you too. So there's going to be exclusive online drops as well,
mm-hmm.
that are going to occur. We're planning all that out currently, what our schedule is going to look like, but it's going to be somewhat unpredictable when it comes to the online drops, for good reason. So we're going to have a lot of stuff going on, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a 2-tier approach. There's going to be a brick and mortar, which is going to be our bread and butter, but then there's also going to be online. So everything that we do sell, we're going to make sure that we do have some available for the folks online.
Yep.
And some stuff will be only online. So
yep,
we got to make sure that we're taking care of some of those folks too. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll do a Q&A after we're done here.
Put your questions in there.
Put your questions in there. I saw one on a loyalty program. We'll address that in the Q&A for sure.
Yeah. Yep. So listen, this is gonna be amazing. Now, we've already hired the store manager, which is not going to be Jason or I. Jason.
Nope.
So Jason and I, just to be clear, are part owners of Topperz USA. So I just had to kind of put that out there. This isn't like we're just employees there. We're part owners of this establishment. Now, what I want to talk about really quickly too is Good Hats. So Good Hats, we're in the midst of transacting. Pat and I, where Topperz can become part owner of Good Hats, and Good Hats will become somewhat of a private label for more custom work.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes to pins or custom hats, that sort of thing. So Good Hats will be part of that equation as well. And you're probably saying, well, look, Pierre, you have Use in the Vault. Jason, you have Hat Crawler. I'm gonna tell you first what's happening with Use in the Vault. So Use in the Vault isn't going anywhere. So what I want you all to understand is, whether people like to admit it or not, Use in the Vault is a staple when it comes to the hat community. My role will change a little bit. I'm still running the thing. But obviously, with this sort of new role I have, my job will be to facilitate and not provide negative commentary about other hats and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it will change the way I kind of handle things on a personal level. And that's why I brought Snapback God into the mix. I thought this out a little bit. I brought him in to make sure that I have someone that can kind of help out Leon. In terms of trying to carry the show along. So we'll still have that great experience on Use in the Vault. I'm just not going to be as mouthy. So I think some of you will like that, some of you will hate it, but I think we'll all grow to love it. So if Use the Vault is going on nowhere. I've already reached out to a lot of the vendors prior to this that I've had great relationships with over the last 5 years to let them know this was coming and to explain how our relationship won't change. It's just the way I behave on the show will change a little bit. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Jason to talk a little bit about Hat Crawler and what's going to happen with Hat Crawler.
Yeah. Plan is right now, Hat Crawler is not going anywhere. So make sure to follow to get all the latest releases on any drops from all of the stores. And again, if you don't see a store on there, hit me up. I'll get them added. But as of right now, Hat Crawler is not going anywhere.
Yeah. So I think with the vibe you guys are all getting is that, the hat culture comes first and Topperz USA comes second. So with no hat culture, what does Topperz mean? So I just wanted to kind of put that out there so everyone understands where that's going. Now, if you're asking about timing, let's talk about that a little bit. So when it comes down to and I do have to address something. Someone said, well, keep it 100 and keep it honest on the show. Well, I'm just facilitating. I'm not going to go out of my way to trash things. I have to become sort of like the host and a little less opinionated just because of my dual role. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be honest. It just means I'm going to defer, which is different. But I'm also not going to let go.
We're not going to be burning hats on Views from the Vault.
Right. I'm not going to burn it. I did all this hat burning stuff just to make sure that I kind of move on from it. So the days of Pierre responding to haters are over. I just wanted to end with a bang. And I think I did. Now, another thing I want to talk about is something that Pat, Jason, and I have kind of talked through, and it's about giving back to the local community. Again, I'm not going to talk about where we're going, right? Specifically, it's in the South Bronx, but I'm not going to tell you the neighborhood.
Yep.
But what we're doing is we are going to certainly create some private label merchandise where we're going to give back to that community in some way, shape, or form. Meaning, if there's some community based and things that we want to donate to, we're going to make it a point to create some product that we're going to be able to give back to the community through. And that's something that's in the works as we speak. So we're not just kind of in the neighborhood, we're going to become a staple in the neighborhood. We certainly want to respect the community around us and serve that community around us, and not be some sort of invaders that are just there to kind of make money off of a community. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to create a business that's going to be a part of the community, if that makes sense. Now, that covers how we're going to handle our community relations. And listen, I think what's most important here is we're going to have a good time doing it. So, I think Pat is someone that I've looked up to a lot of folks in the hat world, and Pat's one of them that I've really looked up to, just because of the way he puts customer service first. Yeah. I've never heard a negative comment about the way he's handled a customer, ever. So that same behavior is going to exist here, whether you're in the brick and mortar or online. And this is going to be amazing. I'm telling you guys, you have no idea how good this is going to be, and the experience is going to be a lot different. Jason, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, the level of customer service that you have come to expect from Topperz is carrying right over to the U.S. shores. Customer comes first, and we expect that to continue. Our customers are why we're doing this. So, we just want to make sure that everybody has a great experience while they're at the store.
Yeah, and I think I think at the end of the day, right, this is just going to be fantastic. And no, guys, this isn't anybody else. It's Pat, myself, and Jason. So that's the team right now. Now listen, and I see people saying Hat Club punch in the air right now and all that stuff. I want to be honest with you guys. This is about we're not here to try to knock people off the block. That's not what we're about. What we're about is just enhancing the hat culture.
Right.
You guys got to know, as long as I've been around, I've always been about every hat store. Now, I've been critical of many hat stores, but I've always been about, hat stores in general and the community and just enjoying what we do here. And that's not changing. This is not going to be anything where we're trying to knock people off the block.
Nope.
So
in fact, we chose the location of the store because it was not impeding on anybody's territory. It was one of the criteria that we wanted when we chose the location.
Yeah.
We didn't want it to be right next door to someone, or or try and take away from somebody else's business. So,
well, listen, man, I like, and Jason will attest to this. When we started this search project, I mapped out the stores in the area and I said, stay away from them.
Yep.
And we found a place that was not going to negatively impact anybody else's business, but still service a community that, listen, the Bronx is the home of a lot of things, man. It's the home of hip hop, 1520 Sedgwick. It's the home, to me, it's the home of the fitted. And that's just how I feel, right? And that's it, man. I think that's why we have to be there first. Now, people are asking, are there going to be more stores? Like, I don't know. Like, we'll see. Like, we see how it goes, right?
I mean,
like, I think
that's the goal.
our focus
We'll
is
say right now.
Our focus is to do some great stuff, right? But we'll kind of keep you posted as we move along. And I told you, man, if you don't like me, today's going to be a rough day for you because you're about to see more success in our futures. So listen, let's do this. Let's jump into the Q&A a little bit. And if anybody else has any questions, go ahead and throw them in there. We'll do our best to answer them.
Yep. As far as, hey, I saw a lot of comments about shipping. You know, we're going to try and get you the fastest shipping that we can possibly afford and keep the price down. It may take a little bit to figure out what that is. But yeah, we do plan on getting your hats to you in as fast as humanly possible.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about timing before I go into the Q&A. So listen, our goal is to get open as early as possible, right? But so what's going on right now is we do have to. This is the cool part, right? We're going to actually be taking you step by step through the opening process. So on that Topperz USA Instagram account, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually take you through it. There's going to be time lapses of the construction work that we need to kind of go through to get it opened. We're going to do time lapses of us stocking the store. We're going to keep you abreast of the whole entire process in a way that's super transparent, so you can feel like you've come along for the ride as we're building this together. So I think that's a fantastic point. Now, our goal is to have a soft opening at the latest by April 15th. So that would be the soft opening at the latest. Now, if the product was to get here April 1st and we're in a good place, then, hey, maybe we do it earlier. But just to kind of maybe under promise and over deliver, we're saying probably mid-April for a soft opening at the latest. And then we'll have a real grand opening, which I think is going to be fucking bananas. So, and I want to leak one thing really quick. We did something super respectful for the creators in New York City. So some of the hat creators, and we're not going to tell you what that is, but some of these hat creators in New York City, like Brian from Hat Heaven and Justin from Hat Club and some other folks, and John Jay from My Fitted, we've done something special to honor those guys during our grand opening. So you guys will get a chance to check that out, which is going to be it's going to be amazing. So let's look at some questions here, Jason. I can't put them up there, but estimated retail price. So West Coast brims, we're still landing on a price here, but you're not going to see. You won't see anything over $55 unless there's some sort of weird materials being used. So we're still deciding what that price point is going to be, but I would not expect anything over $55. So, will there be bot protection?
So we're going to be using the same platform that TopperZStore does today, and Pat has done a lot of work with bot protection as far as that goes. And actually, that's one of my roles with the company. We'll be running that, facilitating that online presence as well. So we'll do everything we can to stop bots. But unfortunately, I mean, if it's connected to the internet, it can be botted. But we will be doing as much as we can to stop them. But you know, some are going to get through. That's just the way it is.
Who's designing the hats, and will they be getting some special Boston packs for the natives? So Jason, myself, and Pat will be designing the hats. You know, and that's kind of where I'd put it. We've already done a slew of them, and you guys are going to see some great stuff. Now, if you guys have questions, putting them into like this, just the chat here is not going to work. Put them into the Q&A, okay?
Yep.
Link the grand opening to a Yanks game for those who want to travel in. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends, but we'd have to listen. The stars have to align for this, right, to happen. So we got to figure that out. when can we order? And like I said, I would say mid-April soft opening, and then shortly thereafter you'll start to see points where you can order online.
Right. And what we mean by soft opening is it'll probably be, just a couple days a week, maybe friends and family only. We want to make sure that our customer experience, our systems are all set up correctly before we open it to the masses. So we're gonna slowly open it and make sure everything is 100% correct for you guys when you come into the store. There's no glitches and everything like that. So that's why we're doing a soft opening. And frankly, we got we got to get product in the store too. So we don't want to open it up and only have one hat for sale.
We have a question here around the Bronx can be a different world at times and very intense people live there. The folks working in the store are Bronx natives and folks that understand the community, and I feel pretty good about that. Will you guys be dropping the same hats that Pat drops on his side? No. So there will be two streams of caps. There'll be some for Austria, there'll be some for the United States, and eventually some for different parts of the world. But no, they will not be the same exact hats. We did talk Quan Voice. It will open. We already answered that, and there'll be tons of in-store exclusives weekly, along with online exclusives that occur in a shock drop sort of fashion.
Yep.
Quantity going to be ordered for online too? Yes. Javi, I think we answered the one, will the store open? Will there be more NFL hats available? Might be good to put some new good NFL hats. Yeah. Listen, I think our first priority was MLB. But we're in the midst of working through NFL and NBA licensing right now.
Yep.
And we also are working through Mitchell and Ness. So Mitchell and Ness will be something we carry in the store as well.
And as far as MILB goes, some of our first packs will have some MILB in them as well.
Are you going to be doing less YouTube videos with all this extra work? No. I work all day, man. I don't stop, so I'll be still doing videos. You guys carry the tradition of the random variety pack style drops. Yeah, this is going to be, listen, all it is great hats.
Yep. I mean, we'll drop what you guys want, right? So if you guys, support the variety packs, we'll do that. If you guys want the little mini colorways, we'll do that. But for now, we're going to mix it up and see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, listen, I think someone's asking about a loyalty program. So so Jason, I've asked Jason to kind of do that part because I have no fucking idea how to do it. So we're going to create a Shopify side loyalty program, but that's only for in-store guys.
Yep.
So, listen, I think for those that understand the retail world, like brick and mortar is not easy. So brick and mortar is something that we need to really drive in a different way, because we need to justify that store being open, and the way we do that is drive footsteps there. So loyalty programs will exist for in-store customers, but not for online customers. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be specials or sales online at some point. We're talking about on a normal system will be an in-store system that we have that will allow for folks to really capitalize on a loyalty program.
Yep, we're exploring our options now. It's probably going to be in the form of buy so many hats, get one free, or get half off, or whatever like that.
We haven't really fleshed it out yet, but like it's something like that,
It will be in store only. Hopefully driven by your phone number or email address, and you repeat visit. We'll make sure to take care of you.
Listen, this is going to be a very I think, I'm not just saying this, guys, because I think anybody who knows me understands I don't go into things halfway. I don't like create things that are half-assed or just don't look good. This store is going to be fantastic. You're going to walk in, you're going to feel different. You're going to be treated different. You're not going to have someone sitting behind the counter on their phone on TikTok when they could be helping you. It's going to be a much different sort of experience. So you're going to go in there and there's going to be people that are just engaged and want to help. Which I think is the most important component of all this, is that you're going to feel valued And you're going to feel valued if you go online. You're going to feel valued if you walk in the store. The drops are going to be handled in a way that's efficient, and it's going to be, we're going to do it fast and efficient. Fast and efficient.
Yep, and fair.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there won't be any tolerance of any sort of like crazy stuff out in the lines and stuff. I'll have a police presence, all that sort of thing. So
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans. That's not going to happen. I think one of the biggest things I learned from my fitteds was having the police out front is certainly helpful. I mean, I'm not huge about this militant stuff, but to have the police there just in case is always a good thing. Mm-hmm. Just in case, Make sense?
Yeah. There's a couple of questions about previews. Yeah, we will preview hats. We got to get them in first. So
I would say if you haven't already done it, right? So Jason, I don't know if you've done it already, but we got to get you a non-hat crawler, mm-hmm. Account that you guys can somewhat that you guys can follow. If you're not already following the Cap Wonder, you should, and then turn on your post notifications, because you're going to see a ton of stuff on my Instagram and also that Topperz USA Instagram, chronicling kind of like how we're moving through the next couple of months. So if you don't already have post notifications on for the Cap Wonder, I'd go do that now too, because there's going to be a lot of specials and surprises on that Instagram as we kind of move along here. Yeah. Let's see what else.
Somebody asked about restocks. Very limited.
Yeah, very limited.
At this moment, we're planning on very few, if any, restocks.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. People were asking. Yeah, I will post this on the YouTube for those that missed the beginning. But I will say, listen, just to kind of define our roles a little bit. I think a lot of people were asking about that, right?
Yeah.
So like, when you think about customer facing, anything that is like in person, that sort of thing, that would be me. And then the store design, me in partnership with, these guys, but I'm heading up that section of it.
Yep.
And Jason will be heading up like the back of house sort of stuff. So the stuff that you wouldn't see customer facing, but is going to help make us work more efficiently and effectively.
Yep.
That's kind of Jason's role. So
think logistics and systems. That's where I am. And somebody asked who the head designer is. Obviously, that's me. But I'll let these guys design some hats too.
Sure. And then we'll all be doing that together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think you guys are going to be impressed with this. I'm really excited. I got to tell you guys, I was excited all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited all weekend to kind of share this with everybody. And I will say this, no, it's not on Fordham Road. So I see some people writing that it's not on Fordham Road.
We did look on Fordham Road. We did
look on Fordham Road, but I will eliminate Fordham Road from your list of places where you think it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. What else, Jason? I don't know.
No, we're just excited to bring our style of hats to the community, and we're going to try and, just our love of hats extended out to you guys, and try and get some awesome product out there.
Yeah. Listen, I think you guys should all go right now and follow Topperz. I think it's TopperZStore USA.
Yep.
On Instagram. Make sure you're following Jason and I. Make sure you put on post notifications for both of us, because you're going to need it. And then once Jason gets his other account up and running, we'll get you guys that information so you can follow that account. Mm-hmm. And yes, those two accounts will be sharing an awful lot of previews. And again, I'll be taking you guys step by step through the process of this store getting up and running. And I'm excited to do so.
And somebody was asking about Dodgers and Red Legs and Realtree. Listen, no designs are off the table. You guys want them, we will bring them to you. In fact, I gotta say, one of the first hats we designed is a Realtree hat that is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait until you guys get to see it. I don't even know if Pierre's seen it yet, but
is that's the one that's I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And again, nothing's off the table.
Yeah, and listen, Jason was joking when he said he was the head designer. We're all
Yes,
designing
I
together.
was
Jason,
joking.
myself, and
Yes.
and Pat are designing together. So,
Yep.
you know, listen, I think well, there was another question I just saw there. Sorry, I can't see him now. Good hats, yeah. Everyone's good hats. So what Good Hats is going to become, guys, is kind of like the private label hat for Topperz. So when you think of like any custom work or anything like that, like let's say we have plans to do a hat that's specific to the area that we're going to be in. That hat is going to be under the Good Hats label because it's going to be a custom hat that's not like a licensed hat. So that stuff will all go through Good Hats. So what I did is I sold part of Good Hats to Topperz, where John Ink Park and I still make a good amount of money off of Good Hats, but we didn't want to handle the logistics of it all. So I don't want to be shipping hats from my house. So that's kind of the thought behind that, but it also works out well to be a private label for Topperz USA. Actually, that's going to be for Topperz in general, not just Topperz USA. That's going to be for Topperz Austria, Topperz Europe, and Topperz USA.
As far as see a lot of questions about when you guys can order. We're shooting for like the 1st of May for the online presence to be up and going. But again, that all depends on product. If we don't have product to sell, obviously we won't have anything up there.
We're looking at unique ways to get product faster.
We are.
So like, you know, and I'm talking like Pat's a smart man. So like he's got some great ideas. So we're on a call and we're trying to figure out how to get him here faster. And honestly, I think we figured it out. So if all goes well, and this is if all, we'll be opening early April.
Yeah.
Now, if it doesn't go well, it could be mid-April, but you know, we're trying to get it here for early April because obviously we don't want to be paying rent for a store and sitting there waiting for hats to arrive. So we're pushing hard to get it done right. I'm telling you, by the springtime, you guys are going to be enjoying Topperz USA.
Yeah. I see a lot of questions about Canada. Unfortunately, it's out of our control. We will not be able to ship to Canada. It's disappointing for us, but it is what it is. Yeah, we will not be able to ship to Canada.
Yeah, you know, listen, I think this is going to be a cool place. Like I can envision this, right? I can envision this being a place where, you know, on a Sunday you come for a drop and I'm curving your brims, man. So like, I mean, this is like, I'm so excited for this, and I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be a place where people want to come by and just say hi. I really do believe that's what this is going to be. There's a couple new restaurants opening on either side of us. A bakery and a Mexican restaurant that's open to the sides of us. So I just really think this is going to be super cool. And I'm excited. I see Britton in here from Lid. So hey, Britton, how are you? It's good to see you. But yeah, you know, this is going to be a lot of fun.
As far as like your existing Topperz accounts on TopperZStore.eu or .com, we're still working out those details. If we can move them over, we will. Hopefully, we'll be able to. But yeah, we'll let you know if we can. But yeah, for sure, we're going to try and get all of that online experience as seamless as possible for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Is there any other last-minute questions here?
And no, I am not moving to New York City, but I will be there a lot more often.
Jason's not made for New York City, I don't think.
What's that? No,
I don't think you're made for New York City.
I don't think New York City is made for me. But yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's it, guys. I think this is pretty cool stuff, pretty exciting. I hope you're all as excited as we are. No, and the Real Fitted Chef, no, I'm not. Listen, this is hard for me because I want to do this full time, but no, not right now. You know, I can't. I certainly am a guy who's going to work really hard. I'm constantly going to be around and in the mix. This is something that I love, but I also love what I do. I actually love my job. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't say that very often, but this is just gonna be another thing, and I want to use it to teach my son how to kind of build something. So, you know, I think everything I do is for my family. So when I think about like the opportunity this is for me to do something I love, but also teach my son how to kind of build something, you're going to see my son at that store, you know, and I think you're going to see him working behind the counter and trying to figure some things out too, because I want him to understand nothing in life is given to you. You got to earn it. So he's going to be earning it, and that's kind of going to be my sort of focus with my son.
No, we've already got our manager in place. I saw a comment about that. They are from the Bronx and know the area well. We want to make sure that our employees are not only work the area but are from the area.
Yeah, and this individual, this individual is someone that knows how to treat customers, really knows the ins and outs of customer service, and I think you all are going to be very, very happy with how the store is run. So I feel really good about that as well. And no, it's not Tyler from Hat Club, everybody.
Nope.
That is not the case. So let's stop making rumors here.
Right.
Yeah, so I think, guys, that's it. If anybody has any other questions, certainly feel free to reach out. Jason and I, I mean, I don't know, I can't speak for Jason, but I certainly do answer my messages. Jason probably has a lot too. But
I will do my best, I promise.
Yeah, and we're really excited to do this. We're really excited to, you know, I do want to say one other thing. The thing that we were thinking about the whole time as we're putting this together is what would the community like? And you know what, we've been so close to this for so many years, and for those that know me and know Jason, I've been in the hats, you know, my whole life. It started with my dad driving cross country and always bringing back hats. That was like what started me on this journey. And I've been into hundreds and hundreds of hat stores, and I've also heard loud and clear what you all want in your hat stores and what you expect. And I got to be honest with you, I think we're about to provide that to you. All right.
Absolutely.
So with that, Jason, thank you for spending the time with me.
Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for spending the time with us. We really appreciate it. And remember, hat culture comes first to both of us. Views from the Vault goes nowhere. It's still going to be the place for you to find all your latest hat news. It's the ESPN of hats, as many of you call it. Jason Mead's Hat Crawlers going nowhere. That's a staple in the community. And where else are you going to find two guys that are going to provide as much exposure to the competition as they do themselves? I think that's something that you all have to kind of remember as we move along here together. And with that, Jason, let's kind of end this. You take it away because it's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, wow. For Leon, not Leon, Jesus Christ. I'm so you say it. For Pierre and Jason and Pat from Topperz, we got to give him a big thank you and a shout out. This is Jason and TopperZStore USA signing out.
See you, everybody.
Peace.